Our next speaker brings 25 years of experience as a licensed marriage and family therapist and 16 years of behavioral health leadership. She has taught at several universities, trains new therapists in her role as a clinical supervisor. She's earned a PhD from Oregon State University and a master's degree from the University of Nevada, Reno. She's a published author in peer-reviewed journals and newspapers. Her approach is holistic, with attention to the mental and emotional self, the physical self, as well as the spiritual self. As a cancer survivor herself, she understands firsthand the cancer journey and works with survivors as they navigate this experience. She currently owns and directs Souza Counseling Services based in Virginia City and provides assessment, diagnosis, and treatment for mental health with both in-person and telehealth services. Please welcome to the stage, Dr. Katherine Souza.
Hello, everybody. Okay. Oops, glasses. All right. I'm getting older, which is a good thing, right? Yeah, we want to do that. So, welcome again to our Survivors Day celebration. This is beautiful. I've been so excited and looking forward to speaking to all of you. Our theme is Hope Grows Here. Hope is an essential part of our recovery from cancer. I am a breast cancer survivor, diagnosed last year, thank you. And treated with a lumpectomy and radiation. My cancer was stage 1 invasive ductal carcinoma, the most common breast cancer diagnosis. It was progesterone positive and estrogen negative, which is a little unusual. My first oncologist recommended chemotherapy. I gained a second opinion, and this doctor said I did not need chemotherapy. Yeah, I went with the second opinion and did not go through chemotherapy. I currently take tamoxifen, and my first post-cancer mammogram was negative for cancer, thank goodness. Yes. And the next few months, I'll be choosing a plastic surgeon for reconstruction. So that is where I'm at. So I'm also a licensed marriage and family therapist with 25 years of experience, and I am a board secretary for Cancer Community Clubhouse. I treat adults, youth, couples, and families with a solution-focused, positively oriented style. I work with both cancer survivors and their family members. Moving into the experience of cancer, I am familiar with the experience of diagnosis, treatment, and recovery. The diagnosis brings fears of dying, suffering, and death. Big deal. It also starts our process of feeling a loss of health, functioning, and vibrance. Our ability to function is impacted. There is a process of recovery that I will explain. First, there is usually shock and denial. We think there must be a mistake. This can't be happening. Sometimes you feel numb. You feel nothing, and you just go through the motions. I clearly remember getting that call from the radiologist that I had cancer. I froze, and it took me some time to move out of that shock. At times there is anger. Why is this happening to me? This is horrible. It is unfair. Haven't I suffered enough in this life? We do not want to have cancer. There is sadness and tears, talks with our family members. difficulty talking to physicians. There are those who do hours and hours of research, which can improve a sense of control that we often experience in breast cancer in general experience. There is a significant time of endless questions, such as the biggie, why me? Lastly, we integrate this experience into who we are. We are in the recovery process. We reevaluate our priorities. Our family members may reevaluate their priorities. I have some clear suggestions for improving your mental health and building hope in this recovery process. And these are applicable at any stage of survivorship. So 1, breast cancer impacts our body image and our sexuality. It may create disfigurements. Parts of our body look and feel different. With sexuality, you may feel worried about how a partner will respond to your bodily changes. There's a fear of rejection, understandably, both when you have had the same partner for many years and if you are dating. These changes bring up that fear of rejection. Remember, your core self remains the same. This is untouched by surgery, chemotherapy, radiation. You get to decide how you respond to the bodily changes. You still have this power. 2, develop and imagine your best possible self. Place this image in your mind and carry it with you. Pick some clothing that will be of your favorite color in this image. Maybe a flowing robe. See yourself with strength and energy flowing through you easily. 3, every time you come to a red light, take a very deep breath. Right? Yeah. Continue this deep breathing at least until the light turns green. This will help you to become present, promoting a healthy mind and body connection. Being mindful about your breathing can reduce pain and increase feelings of happiness. 4, watch your thoughts. The way we think can maintain our distress rather than reduce it. Now, we do need to do research and consider our diagnosis, our treatment, our family. However, we also need to remember, I am enough. I am loved. I will get through this. Add in any thoughts like these that move you from distress to peace. Biggie. 5, next we look at decision making. We make decisions on treatment, managing side effects from medication, and more. Decision making is present in our lives every day. A technique to use to help you with decision making is categorizing the concerns into something you either need to accept or take action. So it's action or acceptance. For example, on decision making that would involve an action response, Your doctor states a certain medication is needed. The decision on this is likely to include action as you research the medication suggested and then decide to take it or not. Sometimes there are things we cannot change and have to accept. For example, there is acceptance in how your family and friends respond to your cancer. You cannot control their feelings or actions. Using this tool can increase your ability to handle things that seem overwhelming. It makes them more manageable. 5, lastly, build self-compassion. This includes love and care for ourselves. We need to direct our attention to ourselves and our healing. This doesn't mean that you stop loving or caring for family or friends. It does mean that your primary focus is on self-compassion. This will feel foreign, unfamiliar, or unnatural to some who have been highly self-critical. That is okay, because self-compassion is a skill that you can learn and practice. To be more self-compassionate, speak kindly to yourself. Surround yourself with people who are trustworthy and genuine. Add activities that bring joy or calmness. Spend time in some physical activity that you can tolerate. These are a good start towards a process really worth your time. In summary, the recovery process often includes a time of shock and denial, anger, sadness, questions, and then integration of this experience into who you are. Integration of this experience then allows you to move forward. So, I have provided some clear suggestions on improving your mental health and building hope in this recovery process, to include managing body image and sexuality, a technique for developing your best possible self, attention to your breathing. Underrated, it's such a powerful thing we have access to at every moment. A tool for decision making using action or acceptance. And finally, increasing self-compassion. I hope this information is helpful to you. It's a brief exploration of mental health in survivorship. Each of these can be examined in more depth, and there are certainly many more pieces that can be added for future growth. Thank you for the opportunity to impact your journey today.